Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. A quick pass to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Handoff to the single running back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He's He's already got 46 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. The Blazers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Blazers have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Blazers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job on the defensive line. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UAB. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just 1 step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. And the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A 1st down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. NC State going up tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. He's got 67 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll fire. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the right. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blazers.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there at Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. The give to the left. On the move at the 30. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for space, it's Toppin. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Reels it in down the left side. Open runway ahead. The 10. Touchdown, UAB. What a catch and run for 6.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating an explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up. 99 yards to the house.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pena. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Slips away. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Bug, meat, windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And now on second down for this offense. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. NC State quick to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The give to the tailback. Tough slanting in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They're going to go for it on fourth down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Now the toss. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The give to the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Going for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man all by himself. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And It took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, UAB. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 21 over the Astronauts. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least a... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Using his feet to buy time. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Extending the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here we go. Quarterback will audible. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed near the marker, it's Toppins. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Little touch pass to the receiver. afterburners coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He's looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that...
Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 15. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Running the red zone, it's Toppins. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. NC State going up tempo. He wants to throw it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. 14. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's looking for an open man on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Getting some heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive...
Pass on the way. It's picked off.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. And you know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stance, not the receivers.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackle is made after the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He wants to pass it on second down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Blazers are flying down the field. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll give it to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here comes the option. Quick toss. At the 40, there he goes. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, NC State! And here they come, almost all the way back. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Avoids pressure. They're bringing heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They want that clock to run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Running to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UAB.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Bishop. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because they're trailing. They're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds his man enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead.